Hello everyone, this is J-Stank and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. When last we left off, there were a couple of yellow alerts going on, which we don't need yellow alerts anymore, so we can turn them off. We put up 2 natural gas generators, and the first thing that I want to address was a comment that one of you guys have made, which said that we should have a gas reservoir somewhere in this loop. And I also remembered that I said that I thought that one of these natural gas geysers could probably support 3 of these. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna add one natural gas geyser or natural gas generator here, and we are also going to gas pipe. Yeah, this needs to be dumped just like this. We're also going to add a reservoir right here as well. Okay. So a reservoir right here requires some research, I think. Yes. Yes, this requires HVAC research, which will give us some things. Probably most of the stuff I won't use. I mean, I probably will use it eventually, but not right now. But we are getting the gas reservoir out of the HVAC research. So while they're doing this, we're going to get that there. And that way, we can even more not rely on all of these coal generators. Okay, now, in the meantime, while the dupes are doing this, we're going to work on some other stuff. And that is, we're going to quickly do something that I should have done a long time ago, which is that we are going to dig out yet another hatch room. We're just going to deconstruct that. Actually, we're going to move this over here. Well, it's missing materials right now, and we're missing metal ore. So to fix this problem, because we're going to need a lot of metal ore, we're just going to go ahead and dig up all this iron right here that's just sitting right over here. And to do that, we're just going to go ahead and just make a few ladders into there so that we can dig that out. And then, for now, we can just put tile here. We gotta see how long it has to go over. So I know it has to go over just a little bit more, so because this one's gonna be a 3 high one with a little bit of a cutout right here, because what we want is basically just room for the door. So we're just gonna dig out like that, and that way we can fit a door in here. And what I want to do is, yeah, we're gonna put this door in the middle so that, yeah, like this. Yeah, something like this. So that, yeah, so that we can still maintain sort of this idea, but we need it more because this is only a 3 high ranch instead of a 4 high ranch. Because if I made it a 4 high ranch, I would have to put the tile here, and then we'd be interfering with this polluted water, and I don't want to interfere with this polluted water right now. I just want to, I literally just, yeah, I don't want that, I don't want any accidents. And I kind of made it oopsies, because we got to make it at least 1 more high, because, yeah, this building needs to fit in here. And that's not going to fit in there like that. So it needs to be at least 1 more high, just like this. And now we can fit this here. 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 Now all this automation stuff, I mean, we're not going to really... We're not going to put that in there just yet. We're going to wait on that. Because we don't even have the automation stuff ready or on for this stuff either. But once I get enough hatches going to the point where our coal is actually stable, then we will start farming the eggs. That is when we will start farming the eggs, but not until then. Okay, we got a man down. We got a man down. What happened is this guy got really upset and hit Mr. Squeaky. He is dying. Okay, this is an emergency. This is an emergency, and one of the most horrible things about this emergency is that, I don't have cots, okay? I never did a cot. So, parity 0. No, this is a red alert. That has to get done first. Okay, let's see if we can save Mr. Squeakies. He got murdered by the poke shell. He's not feeling very good right now. Probably because he was on that generator, and this poke shell was right here when he got off the generator and just smacked him with his claw. Because, as you can see, we have a freaking poke shell egg here. So this is going to happen first. Then we're going to save you. So, okay. I know it's going to be weird, but we're going to put this on 1 first. Because if someone comes over here and tries to grab him, well, this is not active. Okay, we're going to need to get this one done first. Okay. Got on red alert. Go. Okay. Stinky. Dude. No. What do you... Someone needs to grab someone needs to grab a freaking thing. Come on, guys. Is this not... This needs to get done. It needs to be... Okay, we got the granite. We got... Okay. Now. You. Grab him. Grab Mr. Stinky. Grab Mr. Stinky. Mr. Squeaky. I'm sorry. It's Mr. Squeak. What the heck's going on? Oh, wait. Maybe that needs to happen? Hello? What the heck? Beaker Meeps. Beaker Meeps, dude. Okay. What is going on here? Penguin, massive, stinky bubble loops. Oh, he's already dead. No! He's already dead. No, Mr. Squeakies, why'd you have to die? Okay, so now we've learned an important lesson to why we need cots. Because if the dupes get injured, they will lie on the floor and bleed out. And we need triage cots so that we can save them quickly and have them not bleed out on the floor. So I reloaded. Mr. Squeakies is fine, but we learned we need triage cots. So now we have triage cots. So this was the situation that just happened. As you can see, this poke shell decided to take a swing at Mr. Penguin while he was sitting on the generator. This is not a good situation. Like, this is not safe. This is not safe. So I think it's time that we deconstruct the generator. I think it's just time that we do not need the generator anymore. We got so much other stuff to do that we just do not want to have a generator anymore. I also said that I was going to kill this guy. But I think it's okay. As long as we have the cots, I think we'll be fine. I think this poke shell. Okay, this thing has no gas intake. So we're going to fix that. Use insulated pipe. This needs a very simple thing. It just needs a gas bridge. And the gas bridge needs to go in the right direction. And then it just needs some more insulated pipe. Go from here to here. And then, obviously, we're trying to get this done, which is just going to require some lead and plastic. Not a problem. Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to upgrade all our batteries. I forgot about that. Okay. Yes, let's do that. I don't have that much queued up. Let's do that right now. Yeah, let's just do that right now. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just deconstruct... Whoa. Okay, that's not right. We're going to deconstruct each one of these batteries and make sure we're not deconstructing anything else behind it. Because this deconstruction tool is pretty powerful. It literally, like, will take everything that... Like, if I do it right here, it will literally take out the ladder, the automated wire, anything that's on this tile, it'll destroy. And you have to be careful, because sometimes you're like, I just want to delete the ladder. Nope. That deletes everything underneath the ladder as well. So we need to make sure we're only deleting the batteries, and then we're just going to go ahead and make batteries. And I want to make these we're going to make these batteries out of lead, because we have 39111 lead, and that's the resource that we have, and that's what we're going to make these batteries out of. For some reason, I thought that these needed, like, something different. Like, I thought that the batteries needed, like, refined whatever, but you can just make them out of lead. And that is actually fantastic. So we're just going to make batteries out of lead right here. And we're just going to go boom, 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 boom. And just put as many as we can. Which is about that many. I guess we really don't need this ladder, but whatever. And then it's going to yell at me for not having an automated wire through all these batteries. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm also going to go ahead and bypass this little guy right here, because he doesn't need an automated wire, and I don't know why. Now, as you can see, I just deconstructed everything, and all I wanted to do was deconstruct the automated wire. So you have to go and select it, and then hit deconstruct. Not the other way around. I should have done this a long time ago, because those jumbo batteries were losing so much power. And I figured out as well that if we view the colony report and we go down to the power wasted, we can see that we were losing literally 994.9 kilojoules? Question mark. I believe that's kilojoules of power. That sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot of power. Just gonna say, that sounds like we were wasting a lot of power, and now we're not gonna waste all that power, because we're going to build these batteries, and we need to build them really quick as well, because of course, hey, game, okay, alright, so that's gonna happen. They're gonna work on that. They're also going to work on this vent. And then we'll come back in a little bit and see what happens. Okay, so our gas reservoir is done. Now, the question is, where do I want to put this? It does make kind of sense right here. And what I think I want to do is... Here's what I want to do. We have... Let's look at our gas overlay. Yeah, we have a loop here. And input is white, right? So what I want to do is I want to take any excess gas that comes in here, and I want to put it into this pipe, and then I want to just loop it around in circles. And that way, if there's more input than output, it'll go around, and then it'll get stored into the gas reservoir. And it'll keep this pipe 100% full, because any extra will just come back around and get put into here. But if it backs up, it'll back up into this. And I think with 3 of these, I don't think this will ever fill up. I think it'll stay where it is. Like, it'll stay at like a reasonable level, but it will not fill up. So I think this is okay. And the reason for that is because this thing is not very consistent. This will stop and start and stop and start. And so if we build up just a little bit of buffer on this side, then whenever this one stops for a little bit, we'll at least have a little bit of buffer until it starts back up. Now that does not count if it goes dormant. That only counts if this thing just like is on a period where it's not producing any gas. So I think that's okay, and this will be okay as well. We just need to change those tiles to, we'll just change them to mesh tiles. Just like this. Okay. Oh, the batteries are done. We just have a little bit of insulation wire to go. I believe the reason why we do not have the insulation wire done is because the insulation wire needs to be, I'm sorry, I say insulation wire, but I mean automated wire. It needs to be made of different material. Now, I'm not sure if I could just do that or not. It does not seem like I can. So, that means I need to cancel that. Go into automation wire and make sure to select lead this time, because we're kind of out of other things. And make sure to select lead and then just bring it across just like that, and also bring it across like that. Okay. Okay, that's done. Yeah, they're working on this again because when we went through the time warp, we didn't actually do this yet. We kind of like, yeah, when we went to the time warp, we hadn't finished this yet, so I had to redo it. Okay, this one's 96 tiles. This one's, okay, it's in flux. 94 tiles. 94 tiles. So that means this needs 2 more tiles, basically. So I guess it means we're just going to just deconstruct these 2 tiles, and then it'll be okay, question mark. I'm not sure if you need to like replace those 2 tiles like up here or not. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's fine. That's going to be fine. This is also working. We have almost all the automation wire to go, and down here they're working. So they're working on stuff, and something's going to be done eventually. Where's my room? 95 tiles. Okay. Okay, game. 95 tiles. Got it. Deconstruct that one. Okay, that's perfect. That's done. This is getting done. This is not done yet. Okay. Alright, let's get him. Let him get done. Oh my gosh, we got so lucky we have water. We got a package of water from this. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so happy that we got water. Because this thing is literally holding steady at 1,000. And I thought it was gonna fill up to like, I thought it was gonna fill up faster than that, but it ain't filling up that fast. And I was also thinking about how would I increase the output, like how would I increase the amount of water that's going through here. But then I thought, oh no, it's completely limited to the output of this system, which is working perfectly, and I'm not going to change that. So the amount of water that we can recycle at one time, unless we decide to add an entire another recycling plant, is fixed. There's no way we can put more through this system, because if we do, then we'll lose the sanitation that we have with this setup. So this one, even though I have this hydro sensor set to green all the time, it's literally like 1,000, and we're using 1,000. Like, we're holding steady at 1,000. Like, we're using as much as we're pumping in, is basically what I'm trying to say. And that's a little bit concerning, but I think it's going to be okay. We got some water up here, and that means we can put a pitcher pump, or at least a couple pitcher pumps. One at least. Yeah, one will be fine. And we'll empty the water out into there, and then that'll just add more water to the system, which is fantastic. I want to say that we got our Atmos suit back, because now it doesn't show that it needs a suit. Okay, wait, it does show that it needs a suit. Never mind. We might need to make another Atmos suit. I'm going to queue one up. I'm just going to queue one up, because I think we need another one. Okay, we're going to watch this go now. As you can see, in the gas overlay, we got a loop. The loop is working. All 3 pumps are working. And as you can see, it's filling up this. As you can see, look, you can see right here that this one's going doodle-loop, stop, doodle-loop, stop, doodle-loop, stop. And this one's going doodle-loop, 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 doodle-loop. Which means that the gas in here should be stacking up. Gas in here. I'm trying to figure out where it's saying where the gas, how much gas is in here. Aha, storing 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. As you can see, it's slowly going up, which is because it's actively pumping natural gas right now at a high rate. But when this thing stops, this is slowly going to turn from all natural gas to some oxygen or polluted oxygen. As you can see, it's now not 100%. And it's going to, now the output is way lower than it was. And whenever that dirtiness gets down to here, all the way down to here, then all of a sudden this one will start saying, oh wait, I need to pump out some gas instead of going forward. Right, this is stacking up, right? I'm sorry. The impurities in the system are now, as you can see, they're coming down now. See, they're starting to come down. And it's going to take a while for this to take effect. But eventually that gas, that's polluted gas, or that impure gas, let's say, is going to come down here, and then it's going to make a gap in between these pipes. You see how it's not constant now? Now there is a gap. Only a few packets are coming down through here. However, because we have a buffer now, because we have this buffer, anything that is not a full packet, this will carry it through to a full packet. And if it's completely gone like it is now, then this one's going to actually empty out. So now we should start to see this gas here go from a peak of 222 back down, starting to go back down now, hopefully. It should eventually start going back down. However, we got more gas coming, so it's going to be kind of hard to demonstrate, but as you can see, it is working. It goes through and makes sure that all those things are filled up. And the other thing is, the other variable is that sometimes we're turning off the natural gas generation because we have produced enough battery charge to make the whole automation grid thing turn off like this. So eventually this is just going to turn off, as you can see. So it's going to go red in a second whenever it gets too high. So once it gets full, if it gets full and then these things are pumping energy into here, then the energy is just lost. So we can't have the energy be lost. We want it to be not ever over 100%. So there we go. It went green, and whenever it's red, these things turn off. So then, guess what? The gas will just fly straight through and go back into the tank. And if everything's like in equilibrium, this tank should never fill up. And if it does, it doesn't really matter if it fills up, right? Because if I didn't have a tank here, it would get to the end of the pipe and it would just stop. So I think this is fine, actually, and it looks like it's actually, you know, working as intended. Let's just say working as intended. And this is completely not being productive whatsoever. But then it'll start going, and then it'll start being productive again. So we don't want power to be inconsistent. We want power to be very consistent. Now, if you remember how much coal I had at the beginning of this episode, it was like tons, right? It was measured in tons. Now it's measured in thousands. That's very bad. And I'll show you exactly why right now. The reason that's terrible is, let's disable all the coal. Let's pretend that we live in a world without coal. We're gonna pretend we live in a world without coal. I'm disabling all the coal generators, as you can see, and watch what happens to the power. Watch what happens to the power. Get out of the way, you little dude! I'm trying to demonstrate things, and you're in my way. You're in my way. We'll do it from this one. As you can see, without any coal generators, the power continues to go down and down and down and down, and eventually it goes so far down it goes to zero, as we're seeing right now. And then we get brownout. We get a brownout. Now, these things are all running, as you can see. All of these three are running 100%. And now we're using, I mean, even it's a good cycle for the gas to come in, even. And this is even full and we're running, but it's not enough. 3 of these is not enough power that we need. So We have the hatches. We have extra hatches now. I set all of the top row as stone hatches, and the only food in here right now is igneous rock. And this should be igneous rock as well. I had that set up before, but we had a death and I had to reload, so. Anyway, igneous rock, stone hatches. Up to 20 stone hatches or whatever, it doesn't matter. So, what we need to do is we need to get all of our stone hatches top row, all other hatches to the bottom row. This one, stone hatch, we'll wrangle it and put it up top. Because we want them to be feeding on igneous rock, and they're going to be way more productive than any of these other ones as well. No. And we have a whole nother row of hatches. And it's also 96, perfectly 96 tiles, which is great. Yeah, I know that, you know, we have this inconsistency, but as we know, I don't want to be messing with this polluted water coming down, so we had to move it over one. It's fine. So, you may be thinking, this is horrible. You did all this work to do these natural gas generation, and we're still losing power, losing coal. Because as you can see, the coal is, it's at 5.2 tons now, but it's going to run out. Because, it's 5.2 tons because we shut off all the coal generators. Of course, we need those coal generators running. However, we don't need all of them running. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enable this one only. If I only enable one of these with a full line of hatches up here of stone, they see that guy just laid an egg, of stone hatches up here, which we can now make more stone hatches. Since we have an entire stock of stone hatches, we can make even more stone hatches if we want, which means more coal. We only have to feed them igneous rock, which we have a ton of igneous rock right now. That means with the one coal generator and +3 here, we're going to be actually net positive on, coal now. And that's going to be completely 100% stable. And everything is going to be great now. I think the base is actually pretty good, to be honest with you, right now. There's still some problems, like for instance, we're running out of slime. That could be fixed with just a little bit of slime mining, just like this. We do have a lot of bit of slime just laying around on the map that we can pick up. So the food is not stable without these mushrooms. These mushrooms are keeping us stable. The bristle blossoms are not keeping us stable, but the mushrooms are. What do we got? Spicy tofu! Spicy tofu! Oh my gosh, spicy tofu! You know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means we can wake up this guy. This guy's gonna get some spicy tofu! Do it! Package that ingredient and put it in there. This guy needs to get out. Okay, here we go. Chizer has come down. He has put the spicy tofu in it. The old man, the old hermit dude, has grabbed the spicy tofu and he's back in his back. Oh, what's gonna happen? The hermit loved his food. Oh, wait. Oh, we can't recruit him yet. Oh, that's right. There's one more thing we need to do. Deliver food. What? Oh, I have to... What? Oh. Okay, we need to deliver him 3 spicy tofu packets. And then we need to improve his decor. The decor around... Establish an average of 120 or higher for the area surrounding this building. What? Unimpressed with this tofu? What? What? You don't want tofu anymore? Then what do you want, man? Quality must be... What? Okay, I'm literally giving him like one more piece of tofu, and if he doesn't like it, I'm gonna be really mad. Oh, don't give me a thumbs up, dude. Okay, I legitimately do not know what to give this guy because the only option I have is like spicy tofu. I don't know what else. Maybe there's like other complicated recipes that I have to like get to satisfy this guy. And I probably just don't have the stuff to make like pancakes. Because I don't have sweet wheat grain. I know what that is, I just don't have it. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want pickled meal. He might want some barbecue, though. He might want some barbecue. We might be able to get him some barbecue or... like, maybe a pacu fillet or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what he wants. But it's something. I don't know. Well, that aside, we'll just, like, forget about that right now, because that guy is making me sad. Everything else looks okay. Everything else looks good. I believe the base is in stability. I keep saying this, but I do believe the base is in stability. We're still not full up on the bathroom situation yet, so don't have to do that yet, guys. You can always do that tomorrow. You can always fix the bathroom situation tomorrow. Always fix it tomorrow. Anyway, I was thinking about what to do next. After I fixed up the base. Again, this episode, we didn't do too much. Honestly, we just kind of fixed what I had last episode. But there was a future where there was no coal, and I saw a future where there was coal. And now we are in the coal future. So, the next thing we need to do is right here. So, now that we have 5.4 tons of coal, we need to do a metal refinery and put it here. And we need to do a kiln and put it here. And so here's what's going on with this. Alright, so as far as I know, this is how you set this up. Basically what we're going to have is we're going to have a little tap off of the plastic pipe. That is going to go up here, and it's going to go in here, and then it's going to cycle back out here. Now, that's going to heat up the oil a little bit and drop it back into here. But I mean, this oil is already like 182 degrees. I'm pretty sure that if we heat this oil up a little bit, it's probably going to be able to absorb that heat. We'll see. The other thing that I'm going to do is I've noticed that the temperature right on the other side of this wall is like 25, negative 39 degrees. So here's what I think I should do. I think I should probably not put insulated tile against that. I should put normal tile, and not only just normal tile, I should put a thermally reactive tile. Right here. And then what we'll do is we'll deconstruct all of this. So what will happen is that this abyssalite is about 25 degrees. And this is 126 degrees. But whenever we take out just this wall right here and replace it with sedimentary rock, the sedimentary rock will actually conduct the heat through this area and just cool at least a little bit of this off. That's the theory anyway. I also just realized that maybe we were in yellow alert this whole time, but I don't remember. But it was because of this, which is a stupid thing to be a yellow alert for. I honestly couldn't tell you if this is going to work or not. But as far as I know, things that touch this tile are going to affect something or tiles that are over here. And if this is like negative 39 degrees, it should make this a little less hot. And then ipso facto make this a little less hot, but I'm not 100% on that at all. But it's a theory, and it makes sense, I suppose. If this is touching this, it'll transmit the cold over here. And because we have a stable, like, block of cold over here that we haven't touched at all, I think that this is probably going to be okay, and the heat isn't going to bleed over too much. So actually, this workshop is actually a really good place for this. So I believe we're kind of out of time for this episode, but we got some stuff done. I mean, it wasn't a spectacular episode. But what we did was avoid a disaster again, because, like I said, I saw a future where there was no coal, and I saw a future where there was coal, and this is the solution, is to have one coal generator active here, and 3 of these, and another row of hatches. That was all of the solution that we needed, and look at all the hatch eggs. Look at all the stone hatch eggs. That's fantastic. So next time, we are going to work on steel, and we are going to work on this. Alright guys, I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day and be safe.